All right. So tell me, are the voice and screen clear? All okay? Huh? Are the voice and screen clear? Tell me. Yes. Okay. So a very good morning to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. Let everyone join. We'll start within a second. Yes. Good morning. All right. So in the last lecture, what we did? In the last lecture, example number 41 we solved, right? The force on a loop because of a long current carrying wire placed near it. Fine. Now let us solve the further questions. Let us see all the types of varieties. Example number 42. Okay, I'm expecting that we will complete this chapter today. If not, at least tomorrow. Then you can go for solving its MCQs, all the remaining MCQs, along with the board's homework of oscillations. Today's afternoon session for all 2 to 5. We will be revising the next chapter, that is waves. So bring the module notes of waves, also bring the board textbook. And tomorrow there will be board's test of oscillations. So hope all of you have completed the homework of oscillations. घरात बसून टाइमपास करू नका. लेक्चर झाल्यानंतर होमवर्क वगैरे सगळ्या गोष्टी कंप्लीट करा. चलो next question. Question number 42. Let us try to deal with it. Question number 42. An electric current of 30 ampere is flowing in each of two parallel conducting wires placed 5 centimeter apart. There are two parallel conducting wires. I am drawing it like this. They are separated by the distance, let's say r. That distance is given as 5 centimeter, and current is 30 ampere in each. I1, I2, I1 equal to I2 equal to 30 ampere. Next, the force acting per unit length on either of the wire will be. कुठल्याही एका वायर वरचा force per unit length विचारलाय. Very simple question it is. Force per unit length. Formula is, it is directly formula based question. Nu 0 upon 4 pi to I1 I2 upon R. Within 10 seconds we will question. It is a formula based question. Nu 0 upon 4 pi to I1 I2 upon R. That is the formula for the force per unit length on any of the wire. Force per unit length. Nu 0 upon 4 pi value is 10 raised to minus 7. 2 as it is. I1 and I2 both are 30. So I1 equal to 30 ampere, I2 equal to 30 ampere divided by this R. R, that is distance between them, is 5 centimeter. So 5 as it is, centi means 10 raised to minus 2. 5 as it is, centi means 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, do the calculation and tell me the final answer. Arrange the decimal point after first digit. पहिल्या डिजिट नंतर मला डेसिमल पॉइंट पाहिजे. व्हॉट इज द आन्सर? I want after first digit decimal point and then tell me what is 10 raised to. Half bracket, comma, half bracket. Tell me. You do the calculation on your own. Do it everyone. We'll check whether you are right or wrong. First bracket. Arrange the decimal point after first digit. पहिल्या non-zero digit नंतर decimal point पाहिजे. Okay, we will check it. Everyone. Others? Do it. Do the rough calculation. -7, -2 cancel. -5. 10 and 10, 100. 100 means plus 2. Plus 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5. -3. -3. 2 into 3 into 3. 3, 3, 9. 9 into 2, 18. 18 upon 5. 18 upon 5. 18 upon 5 will be 3.6. You can already do that. 18 upon 5 is 3.6. Immediately you can do that. How 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 2 is 18. To divide by 5 or to multiply by 5. Whenever you have to divide by 5 or you have to multiply by 5, the trick is very simple. Always replace that 5 by 10 by 2. त्या 5 ला 10 by 2 ने replace करायचं. 2 in the numerator, that will become 36 upon 10, that will give you answer directly 3.6. So 18 upon 5, 18 into 5, 19 upon 5, 19 into 5, anything into 5 or upon 5 can be found out immediately if you replace that as 10 by 2. Okay, if you replace that by 10 by 2, so that will be 3.6 into 10 raised to minus 3. So that is going to be the answer. This is force per unit length. So obviously the unit is going to be Newton per meter. Obviously the unit is going to be Newton per meter. Directly formula based question it was. You could have solved it very easily. The formula is mu0 upon 4 pi to I1 I2 upon R. The formula is mu0 upon 4 pi to I1 I2 upon R. That is the force per unit length. Remember, it is force per unit length. Okay, it is not the force, it is force per unit length. Next, example number 43. The distance between the two wires of electric mains in the sense the electric supply that we get, it is called as electric mains. The distance between the two wires of electric mains is 12 centimeter. Let there are two wires. The distance between them is 12 centimeter. The distance between them is equal to 12 centimeter. Next, these wires experience 4 mg weight per unit length. या वायर वरचा फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ किती आहे? 4 mg weight per unit length. 4 mg weight per unit length. फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ कसं दिलंय बघा, 4 mg weight per unit length. You will understand what this is. 4 mg weight per unit length. This is the force per unit length on the wire. The value of current flowing in each wire is, the value of current flowing in each wire is, okay, let's say the current is this and this. Okay, maybe in the same direction or maybe in the opposite direction. They are asking the current in each wire. Okay, so we will take both the current I1 and I2 equal, because we cannot have two variables I1 and I2 and one equation. We can have one equation, one unknown. So let us try to deal with this question. The only thing is, sir, how we are going to replace this mg weight? Mg weight म्हणजे काय? Of course, we will solve it. Try to understand. Let us write the force per unit length. 4 as it is. This mg This M stands for milligram weight or kg weight. Gram weight or kg weight is a unit of force. Gram weight or kg weight is a unit of force. Write down. Extra point, unit conversion for force. Unit conversion for force. Force साठी आणखीन कुठले कुठले युनिट्स वापरता येतात? We know we can use Newton, that is kg meter per second square, as a unit of force. Other units of force. Unit of force. You can use kg weight. Kg weight, 1 kg weight, or you can use the units of force as 1 gram weight. 1 gram weight. Okay. Now, see, the weight actually depends on the acceleration due to gravity. So this Wt means acceleration due to gravity. This kg means mass, so mass into acceleration. This gram means mass, so mass into acceleration. Okay. So what is the meaning of 1 kg weight? What is the meaning of 1 kg weight? It is this. 1 means 1, kg means kg, weight means the place where you are. The place where you are, at that place, check what is the acceleration due to gravity. 9.8 meter per second square, let's say you are on the earth. So 1 into 9.8 will become 9.8. So that will be 9.8 kg meter per second square. So 1 kg weight is 9.8 Newton. 1 kg weight means 9.8 Newton. Remember this. 1 kg weight, 1 kg weight is 9.8 Newton. Next, 1 gram weight. 1 gram weight. Now gram, you have to, 1 is 1 gram. 1 gram is 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram. 1 gram is 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram. Weight, let's say you are on the earth. If not given, you will take it as 9.8. If you are not given where you are, then you will of course going to assume that you are on the earth. Weight is 9.8 meter. Weight means acceleration due to gravity, 9.8 meter per second square. So 9.8 into 1, that will be 9.8. 10 raised to minus 3 as it is. Kg meter per second square as it is. Kg meter per second square as it is. So that will be equal to 9.8 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg meter per second square is Newton. So this is the value of 1 gram weight. This is the value of 1 gram weight. 1 gram weight. But here you are given 1 milligram weight. Just like kilogram weight, 1 kg weight. kg weight दिले तर milli weight पण देऊ शकतात. If they can give kg weight, they can give milli weight. Fine. 4 is 4. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3. Milli means 10 raised to minus 3. Now gram means 10 raised to minus 3 again. Gram means 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram. Millicha 10 raised to minus 3. Gramcha 10 raised to minus 3. You have to do it properly. Weight means 9.8 meter per second square per unit length. Per unit length means 1 meter. Unit length means 1 meter. So that will be 4, 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 6. So 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 9.8 kg meter per second square. Kg meter per second square, that will be Newton. Kg meter per second square, that will be Newton. Kg meter per second square will be Newton upon this meter as it is. So this is the force acting per unit length. Now this question is very easily solvable. Reply in the chat box. Will you solve it further? Yes, no. Write it down. Let me know. Force per unit length दिलाय बाळ. Current विचारलाय. I1 equal to I2 equal to I equal to question mark. One equation, one unknown. You can tackle it. Reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. CW. Everyone. Fast. Put. The milligram weight, kilogram weight, gram weight. Check. Got it or not? Good. Try to solve it and tell me the answer. Do it fast. करा करा. 30 seconds. Do it. फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ दिलाय बघा. फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथचा फॉर्म्युला माहिती आहे तुला? mu0 upon 4 pi 2i1 i2 upon r. Chapter is almost complete. We are just checking out the variety of the questions, the fundamentals of each type. If they are verified, that's enough. mu0 upon 4 pi 2i1 i2 upon r. mu0 upon 4 pi known, 2 known, i1 i2 to be found out. R, distance between them known, 12 centimeter. You can convert that. Force per unit length, that is also known. I1 and I2 both are equal to 10 raised to minus 7. 2 times I1 and I2 both are I and I. R is 12 centimeters, so 12 into 10 to the power minus 2. Force per unit length is 4 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 9.8. Do that and find I square, then find I. You can do this on your own. Okay, next question. Question 43 झाला. Next बघा. 44. In the adjoining figure, two very long parallel wires A and B carry the currents of 10 ampere and 20 ampere respectively. बर, दोन वायर मधला करंट कसा आहे? 10 ampere and 20 10 ampere and 20 ampere respectively, wire A and B. They are at a distance of 20 centimeter apart. Two wires A and B carrying current of 10 and 20. They are at a distance of 20 centimeter apart. First wire A, second wire B. First wire A, second wire B. We don't know what is the direction of current in those wires. We will initially assume it. If they are given that, if they give that they are opposite in direction, we will reverse the directions. In the adjoining figure, two very long parallel wires A and B, wire A, wire B, carrying the currents of 10 ampere and 20 ampere respectively, and are at a distance of 20 centimeter apart. And are at a distance of 20 centimeter apart. If a third wire C, length of 15 centimeter, if a third wire C, length 15 centimeter, having the current of 10 ampere, is placed between them. एक 15 centimeter ची वायर त्यांच्यामध्ये ठेवली, the wire C, length of this wire is 15 centimeter. Wire A and wire B are the long wires and wire C is a finite wire. If a third wire C of length 15 centimeter having the current of 10 ampere, मधल्या वायर मधला करंट किती आहे? 10 ampere. How much force will act on C? The direction of current in all the three wires is same. Direction of currents in all the three wires is same. Up, up, up. We have also taken it as same. If nothing is given about the directions, you will assume the same directions. If nothing is given about the directions, you are going to assume the same directions. Chalo, you have to find out net force on wire C. Net force on wire C equal to question mark. The very simple thing. A मुळे किती फोर्स आला बघा C वरती, B मुळे किती फोर्स आला बघा C वरती. Find out force on C because of A. Find out force on C because of B. Then find out net force. If force because of A and force because of B both are in same direction, do the addition. If force because of A and force because of B both are in opposite direction, do the subtraction to find out net force. या दोघांचे फोर्स सेम डायरेक्शन मध्ये आले, ऍड इट. या दोघांचे फोर्स अपोजिट डायरेक्शन मध्ये आले, सबट्रॅक्ट इट. या दोघांचे फोर्स जर परपेंडिक्युलर आले, if the force because of A and force because of B are perpendicular, then do the Pythagoras to find out the net force. If force because of A and force because of B are at any general angle theta, first force, second force are at any general angle theta, then try to use the parallelogram law of vector addition. That is, R is equal to under root A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. So sorry, cos theta. Under root A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos theta, where theta is angle between two vectors. ओके, वी विल फाइंड आउट दी फोर्स. काय नाही, पहिल्या वायर मुळे सी वरती किती फोर्स आला ते पहिल्यांदा काढायचं. नेट फोर्स ऑन वायर सी बिकॉज ऑफ ए, फोर्स ऑन सी बाय ए. बट सर वी हैव द फॉर्म्युला ऑफ फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ. ठीक आहे, फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ, कोणाची लेंथ? सी ची लेंथ ना. सो लेंथ ऑफ सी इज गिवन एज 15 सेंटीमीटर. एव्हरीथिंग इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. सो फोर्स पर युनिट लेंथ किती असणार या दोन वायर मधला? mu 0 upon 4 pi. Do it along with me. Mu 0 upon 4 pi to I1 I2 upon R. Now directly put the values. Now don't write the formulae. 2 I1 is 10. I2 is also 10. पहिल्या वायर मधला करंट 10 आहे, दुसऱ्या वायर मधला पण करंट 10 आहे. I1 I2 upon R. What is distance between them? What is going to be this distance? Of course that is going to be 10 centimeter. If not given, the wire C will be placed exactly at the middle. Okay, ते काय exactly कुठे आहे सांगितलं नाहीये, पण middle ला घेणार आपण. So 10 centimeter 10 centimeter. Mu 0 upon 4 pi 2 times I1 I2 upon R. I1 I2 upon R. R is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter means 10 raised to minus 2. 10 as it is, centi means 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, so that will be very easy to calculate. 10 raised to minus 7 into 2. 10 cancel, this minus 2 in the numerator becomes plus 2 and plus 1 plus 3. That will be equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 plus 3. Minus 7 plus 3 is minus 4. That is force on the wire C because of A divided by length of the wire C. Length of the wire C is 15 centimeter. So that again you have to write 15 into 10 raised to minus 2. कारण ती वायर ची लेंथ किती आहे बाळा? 15 सेंटीमीटर आहे. मग सेंटीला 10 raised to minus 2. So force on wire C because of A. This 15 on the right hand side, 2 into 15, 30, minus 2 on the right hand side, minus 2 minus 4, minus 2 minus 4 will become minus 6. So that is going to be the answer. These many Newton. Now both of these are the like currents, upward. Like currents attract each other. The net force will act from the center of mass of the wire C. Wire C च्या center of mass ला net force घेतला पाहिजे. Actually the force is acting at each point. Each and every point, and the net force you will take it at its center of mass. This is going to be the force on C because of A. This is going to be the force on C because of A. Force on C by A. Okay, and the like currents attract each other, that we know. Like currents attract each other, unlike currents repel each other. Call this as point number 1. Very simple question now this has become. Now force on C, on the wire C because of wire B. Find out force on C because of wire B. But sir, we know the formula of force per unit length. ठीक है, force per unit length. Force on the wire C divided by length of the wire C. The formula will be again mu 0 upon 4 pi. You could have directly written the value 10 raised to minus 7. That is also perfectly fine. 2 times I1 I2 upon R. I1 is 10 ampere. I2 is 20 ampere. I1 I2 upon R. 10 20 upon 10. I1 is 10. I2 is 20 upon R. Distance is 10, not meter, 10 centimeter. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 you have to do. Again 10 cancel. Mu 0 upon 4 pi 10 raised to minus 7. This 2 as it is. This 2 and this 2 you can write it as 4. This 10 and 10 raised to minus 2 in the numerator, 10 raised to plus 2. 10 raised to plus 2 and this 10, that will become 10 raised to plus 3. This is force on wire C because of wire B divided by length of wire C. Length of wire C is 15 centimeter. So 15 into 10 raised to minus 2. So force on wire C because of wire B is equal to this 15 into 4. 15 into 4, that will become 60. Minus 2 minus 7, that will be minus 9. Minus 7 minus 2. multiplication will be -9, -9 and this +3. So that will become what? 60 into 10 raised to -6. This is 30 into 10 raised to -6. This is 60 into 10 raised to -6. 10 raised to 10 raised to same kara. If here we have 10 raised to -5, then we would have managed the decimal point in such a way that we arrange here 10 raised to -5. जर इथं 10 raised to -5 असेल तर इथं पण 10 raised to -5 आणा, म्हणजे बाळांनो कंपॅरिझन करता येईल तुम्हाला. This is the force on the wire C because of the wire B. Okay. Now that force will be in which direction? This is and this current and this current, those are moving going up. So those are again like currents, and we know like currents attract each other. We know the like currents attract each other. So the wire B will say to the wire C, come towards me. Wire B wire C ला स्वतःकडे बोलवतीये. So this is the force on wire C because of the wire B. Okay, so these two are the opposite forces, so we have to subtract to find out the net force. दोन forces एकमेकांना opposite आले, so we have to do the subtraction. Fine. So 60 is more than the 30. 60 is more than 30. So net force will be towards 60. 60 वाल्याकडे net force असणार. So force on the wire C because of wire B, that is more. So that is the right word. So write down net rightward force. Net rightward force is equal to all rightward minus all leftward. All rightward is force on the wire C because of wire B. All rightwards minus all leftward. All leftward are force on the wire C because of wire A. On the wire C, you have the 60 into 10 raised to -6 because of B. Minus on the wire C, you have 30 into 10 raised to -6 because of wire A. 60 minus 30, that is equal to 30. 10 raised to -6, 10 raised to -6 common. These many Newton. Now why I am maintaining this 10 raised to -6? Because I can replace that 10 raised to -6 by micro. Milli means 10 raised to -3. Micro means 10 raised to -6. So that many micro Newton. 30 as it is, 10 raised to -6 means micro. Reply in the chat box, clear and written fast. CW. Check. चेक करा सगळ्या टाइपची व्हरायटी एकदा. एव्हरीवन. गुड. समजायला लागले ना? Slightly formula based and slightly logic based. Chalo, now the last point in the chapter, torque on current carrying loop. The last point is going to be torque on current carrying loop. This was the 44th question, right? Or 44th question. Now we are going to find out torque on current carrying loop placed in the magnetic field. Placed in magnetic field or uniform magnetic field. Torque acting on current carrying loop placed in uniform magnetic field. Torque acting on current carrying loop placed in uniform magnetic field. Chalo, write down the heading as torque acting on current acting on current carrying loop, torque acting on current carrying loop placed in uniform magnetic field. Placed in uniform magnetic field. Torque acting on current carrying loop placed in uniform magnetic field. Now that we are going to find out. This is going to be the very interesting case. Let us say that we have the north pole here. Let us say that we have the south pole here. And let us say that we have a current carrying conductor like this. Try to imagine it in 3 dimensions. Try to imagine it in 3 dimensions. Try to imagine it in 3 dimensions. Okay. Now, this side is going in the plane of the board. This side is coming out of the plane of the board. So, हा current, आणि हा current. याला imagine करायचं. This you have to imagine. Sorry, this should be downward. We have a current carrying loop. Torque acting on current carrying loop placed in the magnetic field. The magnetic field is uniform. We know in the uniform magnetic field, net force on the loop is 0. In the uniform magnetic field, net force is 0, but net torque is present. Note. In uniform magnetic field, the magnetic field uniform असेल. In uniform magnetic field, the net force on current carrying loop, the net force on current carrying loop, this we have already written as well, right? In uniform magnetic field, the net force on current carrying loop of any shape, in the uniform magnetic field, the net force on the current carrying loop of any shape is 0. But the net torque may not be 0. But the net torque may not be 0. Okay. But the net torque may not be 0. That's it. Net torque मात्र येऊ शकतो बघा. Now how? Let's try to find it out. Let us say that we have the current carrying loop, maybe of n tons, n number of tons. We'll write the number of tons later. Let's say we have the loop P, Q, R, S. Now here we have the north pole, here we have the south pole. Magnetic field will be from north to south. Uniform magnetic field is existing in this space, just like uniform electric field. Now we have the uniform magnetic field existing in this space. At all points, the magnitude and the direction of the magnetic field is same. At all points, the magnitude and the direction of the magnetic field is same. Fine. So now let us try to find out the torque. On the wire PQ is a conductor, current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field, experiences force. This conductor PQ, the conductor is like this. The conductor PQ is like this. Or let us try to imagine it in different way. Let me take a object. Let me take this as an object. Now you can imagine the coil. The coil is like this. The loop is like this. Okay. Now try to imagine the magnetic field. This is a north pole and this is a south pole. So the magnetic field is from north to south. The magnetic field is from north to south like this. The magnetic field is from north to south. And in that magnetic field we are holding one loop, current carrying loop. Now try to imagine this loop. This is the loop. Okay, this is the loop that you have. Now let us try to imagine the forces acting on this loop. Okay, try to imagine. Now from this the current is going in. PQ, current going in like this. From this the current is coming down. From this the current is coming down. From this current coming out. Again from this current going up. In, down, out, up. So in this way there is a current. Now you can verify that. If this is the current, if this is the direction of current, and this is the direction of magnetic field. Then try to imagine, let me show the direction of magnetic field and the current simultaneously for the wire PQ. PQ साठी बघा current कसा आहे, from this point to this point, like this. This is going to be the direction of current from PQ, P to Q, and the magnetic field is like this. The magnetic field is like this. So can you see the angle? Can you see some angle between? Here you can see angle between PQ and magnetic field. Can you see the angle between PQ and magnetic field? The PQ is like this. PQ current is like this, PQ, and the magnetic field is, from your point of view, the magnetic field is rightwards. From your point of view, the magnetic field is rightwards. अशी right ला चालली आहे. Now if you look from the top, जर तुम्ही वरनं बघितलं, if you look from the top, then you can see the angle between P and Q. I can show it in the camera. You can see the angle between P and PQ and magnetic field. This is PQ. This is PQ. This is P. This is Q. This is P. This is Q. And the marker is the magnetic field. The marker is the magnetic field. So now you people tell me. Now you people tell me. I in the bracket L bar cross B bar. आता बाळांनो L bar cross B bar जर आपण केलं, if we do L bar cross B bar, if we do L bar cross B bar, it will be up, down, left, right. Reply in the chat box. L bar cross B bar imagine करायचा प्रयत्न करा. This is L bar. This is B bar. Try to imagine and tell me the answer. L bar cross B bar. L cross B. Use your right hand and tell me what is L bar cross B bar. Here also you can imagine. Okay. Try to imagine it in 3 dimensions. This is going to be L bar and this is going to be B bar. हा L bar आहे, हा B bar आहे. वरनं बघा. You can see the angle between them. This is the wire PQ and this is your loop. B bar is rightwards, L bar is like this. L bar cross B bar करा बघा. किती येते? Up, down, left, right. What is that? The L bar cross B bar will be downwards. L bar cross B bar will be downwards. You can see the angle between L bar and B bar. Okay, sir. So L bar and B bar, at each and every point, angle between L bar and B bar is downward. So this PQ wire will experience a net downward force. That is going to be the force on wire PQ. The net downward force, the force on the wire PQ. We will take this side length as small b, this side length as small a. Try to understand. Now for RS, the magnetic field is still rightward. The current is from R to S. So now this is going to be L bar. This is going to be L bar. And this is B bar. This is B bar. Now try to find out angle between them. So this is going to be the angle between them. L bar and B bar मतलब हा angle असणार आहे बाळा आता. Try to imagine it in 3 dimensions. आता L bar cross B bar कसा आहे ना? Reply me in the chat box. L bar is like this, R to S, and B bar is rightward. Now angle between them will be this, right? Not this. हा कसा असेल? This L bar and B bar. Or here you can observe. From this point, they should start at same point. दोन वेक्टर मधला angle दिसण्यासाठी they should start at same point. This is L bar, R to S, and this is B bar. So that is the angle between them. So L bar cross B bar will be what? L bar cross B bar. L bar cross B bar will be upwards. L bar cross B bar will be upwards. L bar cross B bar will be upwards. Okay. L bar cross B bar will be upwards. This is the force on the wire RS. This is the force on the wire RS. So can I now say, because of equal length, equal current and equal magnetic field, these two forces are of equal magnitudes. F is equal to I L V sin theta. तेच असते ना, F is equal to I L V sin theta. So can I say, because of the symmetry in the length, current and magnetic field, current तर loop मध्ये तोच आहे. Current is I. Everywhere the current is I. I want you to draw somewhat bigger diagrams so that everything can be shown in the single diagram. Loop मध्ये current तर Iच आहे. यात पण करंट आहे, सेगमेंट PQ मध्ये आणि सेगमेंट RS मध्ये. In both the segments you have the same current I. In both the segments you have the same current I. You have the same current I. If you have the same current I, if you have the same current I, the length is B, length is B, current same आहे, length same आहे, magnetic field पण same आहे, ओरिएंटेशन फक्त याचं राईट आहे किंवा याचं गोइंग इन करंट आहे तर याचं कमिंग आउट करंट आहे, त्यामुळे फोर्स फक्त ऑपोजिट आहे, बट दे विल बी इक्वल इन मॅग्निट्यूड. So this PQ and RS currents will force on PQ and force on RS are going to cancel each other. Force on PQ and force on RS are going to cancel each other. Okay. आता बाळांनो राहिले कुठले दोन currents? Current going up and current coming down. This is the wire that we have. This is the loop that we have. Okay. Now from the front, if you are observing, you will see only one line. But as the loop I rotate, when I rotate the loop, you can see entire wire, all the four wires or all the four segments you can see. But from the front, if you are observing exactly from the front, then this SP you can observe. This is S, this is S, this is P, S to P, P to Q. Then from the behind, Q to R. Then again R to S, again S to P. Now आता एक current है which is going up. Now you have the current which is going up. ठीक है, current going up and magnetic field is rightward. Current going up means L bar vector up. I into bracket L bar cross B bar, right? So current going up and magnetic field rightwards. Current going up and magnetic field rightwards. Current going up means length vector up. Now angle between L bar and B bar, here in this case it is 90. Angle between L bar and B bar for the SP segment, here it is 90. Very simple. Then L bar cross B bar will be going in the plane of the board. L bar cross B bar will be going in the plane of the board. Here the force will act in which direction? Going in the plane of the board. Angle between L bar and B bar is 90. So L bar cross B bar, I in the bracket L bar cross B bar, current carrying conductor वरचा force किती असतो? I in the bracket L bar cross B bar, that is going in. So on this wire SP, there will be the force which will be going in, which will be going in. Now I will draw somewhat bigger diagram. तुम्ही सुद्धा मोठी डायग्राम परत एकदा ड्रॉ केली तर बरं होईल. This is P, Q, R, S. It's better to draw the bigger diagram. Always remember this. This PQ is experiencing a force on the wire PQ like this, downward. RS is experiencing the force upwards. This SP, L bar cross B bar. This is L bar going up, B bar is rightward. L bar going up, B bar rightward. So L bar cross B bar, I in the bracket L bar cross B bar. Current ची direction म्हणजेच L bar ची direction, right? So L bar cross B bar, L bar cross B bar. You can use the Fleming's of course you can use the Fleming's left hand rule, but right now I am using the right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. L bar cross B bar, L bar cross B bar, thumb going in. So this conductor will be experiencing a net inward force. This conductor will be experiencing a net inward force. This is the force on wire SP. Don't write PS, write it as SP. Now on the QR conductor, the current is going down. Current I, current is I, current is I, current is I. The QR conductor, current is going downwards. So length vector downwards, L bar vector downwards, and the magnetic field rightwards. Magnetic field is always rightward. Magnetic field is always rightward. And the angle between L bar and B bar is 90 again. And the angle between L bar and B bar is 90 again. So this L bar cross B bar, this L bar cross B bar, L bar cross B bar, use your right hand to decide the direction of cross product. I in the bracket. What is the force on the current carrying conductor in the magnetic field? Sir, I in the bracket L bar cross B bar. So L bar cross B bar, that will be coming out. L bar cross B bar, that will be coming out. L bar cross B bar, that will be coming out, sir. Okay, fine. So that will be coming out. This force will be coming out. Force on the wire QR. Force on the wire QR. Of course, these two forces are equal in magnitude because length same. Length है, A है ना? Side length A है. This side length is A. This side length is B. A rectangular loop you are considering. Where shall I write? This side length is small a and this side length is small b. This side length is small a, this side length is small a. करंट पण सेम आहे, साइड लेंथ पण सेम आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड पण सेम आहे. फक्त यात अपवर्ड करंट आहे, त्यात डाउनवर्ड करंट आहे. परत अँगल्स पण सेम आहेत एल बार आणि बी बार मधले. So these two forces will also be equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Will be equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. So they will also cancel each other. In this way, the net force will be zero. कारण हे दोघं पण एकमेकांना कॅन्सल करतात. These two are also cancelling each other and these two are also cancelling each other. But tell me, these two forces, will it produce rotational effect? These two forces will they produce a rotational effect? Is it possible to rotate? Is it possible to produce a rotational effect because of these two forces? टॉर्क काढायचं आहे ना. नेट फोर्स तर 0 आहे, ते कळलं आपल्याला. हे दोघं एकमेकांना कॅन्सल करतात, हे दोघं एकमेकांना कॅन्सल करतात. नाउ on this top wire the force is downward like this. The force is downward like this. On this bottom the force is upward like this. This is exactly downward force, this is exactly upward force. Their line of actions are same, so they will not produce any rotational effect in the coil. But on this edge there is a force which is going in. याच्यावरती या साइडला गोइंग इन फोर्स आहे आणि या साइडला कमिंग आउट फोर्स आहे. नाउ लेट मी अप्लाय दैट फोर्स एंड शो यू दैट नाउ दिस कॉइल विल रोटेट. ही साइड गोइंग इन, दिस साइड गोइंग इन and this side coming out force, going in force. या साइडला गोइंग इन फोर्स आहे, या साइडला कमिंग आउट फोर्स आहे. ऑब्झर्व, कमिंग आउट फोर्स, गोइंग इन फोर्स. So coming out and going in, it will be like this. या साइड वरती फोर्स कसा आहे, कमिंग आउट. चेक इफ वी आर राइट और रॉंग. या साइड वरती फोर्स आहे कमिंग आउट, या साइड वरती गोइंग इन, या साइड वरती ऑलवेज गोइंग इन असणार आहे बिकॉज दिस साइड इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी वर्टिकल. याच्यावरती ऑलवेज कमिंग आउट असणार आहे बिकॉज दिस साइड इज ऑलवेज वर्टिकल. यात ऑलवेज वर्टिकली डाउनवर्डच करंट आहे, यात ऑलवेज वर्टिकली अपवर्डच करंट आहे. सो करंटची आणि एल बारची डायरेक्शन बदलत नाहीये, बी बार पण ऑलवेजच राइटवर्ड आहे. सो फोर्सची डायरेक्शन बदलणार नाही, बट द कॉइल विल स्टील रोटेट. याच्यावर अजून पण आउटवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अजून पण इनवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अजून रोटेट, अजून पण आउटवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अजून पण इनवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अजून रोटेट, अजून पण आउटवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अजून पण इनवर्ड फोर्स आहे, अगेन रोटेट. नाउ will there be rotational effect? Tell me for this position of the coil. Again outward force on this and on the behind side again inward force, but the coil is exactly like this. No rotational effect. Equilibrium, rotational equilibrium will be achieved for this position of the coil. For this position of the coil, yes, no, tell me, for this position of the coil the rotational equilibrium will be achieved. Are you getting it? Everyone reply in the chat box. Is this discussion clear to all of you, how the rotational effect is being produced and when the coil achieves equilibrium? Everyone expecting reply from everyone now. Coil rotate कशी होती है? Very good. I will summarize it once again, but before that, just reply me. Initially, the coil was in any orientation like this. The top side will always experience a downward force. The bottom side will always experience a upward force. Their line of actions are same. So those line of actions are same, so they cannot produce rotational effect. So forget about them. This vertically downward current and this is vertically upward current. Because of that, this side will always experience a outward coming force, and this side will always experience a going inside force. But their line of actions are different. First force is acting on this line, and second force is acting on this line. एका फोर्सची लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ही आहे आणि दुसऱ्या फोर्सची लाइन ऑफ एक्शन ही आहे. So their line of actions are different. So because of that, the coil will tend to rotate. But here the force is this. On this side the force is coming out, and on the back side the force is going in. So now these two forces are again on the same line of action. त्यांची परत line of action same होते, and net force is zero, net torque is zero. Net force is always zero for all positions of the coil. Net force is always zero. But now for this particular position of the coil, net torque is also zero. Net torque is also zero. So can I say that the area of the coil tries to the area of the coil, the plane of the area, the plane of the coil, let me say the plane of the coil. The plane of the coil tries to be perpendicular to the magnetic field. ते प्लेन काय करते? प्लेनचं कॉइलचं प्लेन काय म्हणतंय? I want to become perpendicular to the magnetic field. Yes, no, reply me in the chat box. If you hold this coil in any orientation, it will always rotate and it will become perpendicular to the magnetic field. It will always become perpendicular to the magnetic field. That's the rotational effect produced in the coil, current carrying coil, if you place it in the magnetic field. That is the ultimate conclusion. Fine. One more thing. If you say the area is perpendicular to magnetic field, then can I say the area vector will be parallel to magnetic field? Areaचं plane, area कसा आहे? Magnetic field ला perpendicular. The area tries to be perpendicular to magnetic field. So area vector tries to be parallel to magnetic field. Area vector काय करतो? Area vector is perpendicular to area. So that area vector and the magnetic field will try to align with each other. The area vector and the magnetic field will try to align with each other. And that is the effect of rotation. Ultimately, the coil will try to attain that position in which the area vector is parallel to magnetic field or area is perpendicular to magnetic field. The plane of the area or the plane of the coil is perpendicular to magnetic field and the area vector is parallel to magnetic field. Area vector will try to become parallel to magnetic field. Draw this diagram. This is very important diagram. There you can see the angle between L bar and B bar. या डायग्राम मध्ये तुम्ही L बार आणि B बार मधले अँगल बघू शकता. आणि याचा विचार करून या डायग्राम मध्ये आपण फोर्सेस ड्रॉ केलेले आहेत. Okay. Up to this, reply me in the chat box, clear and written. Once done, we will derive the formula for torque. Once done, we are going to derive the formula for torque. झालं की सांगा. Done. This diagram. In this region, the magnetic field is always rightward. At each and every point, it is a uniform magnetic field. We will not be drawing the lines. Done. CW. Up to this. Hmm. Now let us write down the formula. Let us try to write down the formula. Hmm. Force on PQ and RS are equal in magnitude. Just keep on writing now. Are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, and and their line of action is same, and their line of action is same. So no torque will be produced. कहीं torque produce करता येणार नहीं. No torque will be produced due to force on the wire PQ and force on the wire RS and force on the wire RS. But force on wire SP and force on wire QR are equal in magnitude. ते magnitude मध्ये equal आहेत and opposite in direction equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, and their line of action is different. एकाची लाईन ही आहे, ती लाईन स्पेस मध्ये इथं आहे आणि दुसऱ्याची लाईन इथं आहे. The first has this line, the second has this line. So those two lines are separated by some perpendicular distance. So we know two equal opposite forces separated by perpendicular distance will produce a torque. So if coil, let me read the chat. If coil is rotated vertically, PQ and RS can experience torque. Answer is no. You are not going to rotate the coil. The coil will rotate on itself. तू काय rotate करायची गरज? Why you are rotating the coil? Initially we held the coil like this, and then the coil automatically rotated in such a way that the plane of the coil became perpendicular to magnetic. Initially, if you hold the coil like this in the horizontal plane, if you hold the coil, I hold coil in the any vertical plane, कुठल्याही एका vertical plane मध्ये मी coil ठेवली, then the coil rotated on its own and then it became perpendicular to the magnetic field. In any horizontal plane, you keep the coil in any horizontal plane, the coil will automatically rotate and it will again become perpendicular to the coil. Again it will become perpendicular to magnetic field. That's the effect of rotation. You can hold the coil in, you can hold the coil in any of the horizontal plane. हे horizontal plane कसं पाहायचं सध्या horizontal? It will rotate in such a way that it will ultimately become perpendicular to magnetic field. Fine. You are not going to rotate. It will rotate on its own. You are just going to put the coil in any configuration that you want. It will ultimately become perpendicular to magnetic field. Write down. But SP and QR are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, and their line of action and their lines of action are different. So it will produce. So they will produce torque. ते दोघं मात्र टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस करतील. Equal opposite forces separated by some distance will produce torque. So they will produce torque. Next, write down along with me, okay? I'm going to do the entire derivation on this side itself, so I have to rub it again and again. On that side, the diagram will be kept as it is. So the torque on the wire, torque on the loop, not on wire. Wire वरती force असेल, loop वरती torque असेल. Torque tau is equal to one of the force into perpendicular distance between them. One of the forces, दोन पैकी एक force, one of the force नाही म्हणायचं, one of the forces म्हणायचं. One of the forces, magnitude of torque we are calculating, okay, not the direction. Direction I will tell you how to find out. One of the forces into perpendicular distance between them. One of the forces multiplied by perpendicular distance between them. One of the forces multiplied by perpendicular distance between them. One of the forces FSP or QR, कुठला तरी एक घ्या. FSP घेतला into perpendicular distance between them. Now we have to find out perpendicular distance between them. To find out the perpendicular distance, we have to assume the angle between area vector and the magnetic field. Now we have to assume the angle between area vector and the magnetic field. All right. So for that, what I am going to do is this. Now let's say this is the configuration in which my coil is, or let's say this is the configuration. Okay. Here the area vector is like this, and the magnetic field is like this, rightward. Area vector, see, if area vector is like this, area vector is always perpendicular to area. Area vector is always perpendicular to area, and I want to find out angle between, or I want to take the angle between area vector and magnetic field. I am going to assume the angle between area vector and magnetic field as theta. Okay, so try to imagine it in your mind. Can I say the magnetic field is rightward in direction at all the points? The magnetic field is rightward in direction at all the points. Yes, it is rightward in direction. Area vector आणि magnetic field मधला angle theta आहे. The angle between area vector and the magnetic field is theta. Then you people tell me, area vector आणि magnetic field मधला angle theta असेल तर area आणि magnetic field मधला angle किती असेल? This is area vector, let's say. एरिया वेक्टर बरोबर एका लाईन न अँगल थीटा केलाय, तर एरिया बरोबर किती करेल? 30 लाईन अँगल. एका एरिया बरोबर अँगल दुसऱ्या लाईन न थीटा केलाय. लेट्स से दिस इज द एरिया. Area vector is coming out of the plane of the board, that is the area vector. And let's say there is one vector which is like this. हा vector है, oblique, थोड़ा सा oblique है और ऐसा है. Area vector is coming out of the plane of the board. आणि त्या area vector न given line बरोबर angle theta केलाय. त्या area vector न given line बरोबर angle theta केलाय. तर एरिया ने किती केला असेल? व्हॉट विल बी द अँगल मेड बाय द एरिया? एरिया ने किती केला असेल त्याच लाईन बरोबर अँगल? एव्हरीवन. एक लाईन आहे अशी आहे, ऑब्लिक आहे. विथ दॅट लाईन एरिया वेक्टर इज मेकिंग अन अँगल थीटा. एरिया वेक्टर न त्या लाईन बरोबर थीटा अँगल केलाय. त्याच लाईन बरोबर एरिया ना अँगल किती केला असेल? व्हॉट इज द अँगल मेड बाय द एरिया विथ द सेम लाईन? इट इज गोइंग टू बी 90 मायनस थीटा. जो काय तुमचा एरिया आहे, वॉट एव्हर द एरिया दॅट यू हॅव, दॅट एरिया इज मेकिंग अन अँगल ऑफ 90 मायनस थीटा विथ द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड. ओके, फाइन, ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. समजते का बघा? This is your plane of area that is making an angle of 90 minus theta. that is making an angle of 90 minus theta. The plane of area चं जे काय plane आहे, that plane is making an angle of 90 minus theta with the magnetic field. Okay, all right, we have to find out force multiplied by perpendicular distance. We have to find out force multiplied by perpendicular distance. Now here the imagination is required. Here the imagination is required. बघा, this force is going in. हा force आत चाललाय, हा force बाहेर यायला लागलाय. You want perpendicular distance between these two forces, and the coil can rotate in the vertical plane. So can I say, या line of action मध्ये बघा, ही line exactly going in आहे, exactly going in the plane of the board आहे, and this line is exactly coming out of the plane of the board आहे. So this is going to be the perpendicular distance between these two lines. This distance, or you can say this distance, or you can say this distance. This is exactly the perpendicular distance between these two forces. Even if the coil rotates by some more amount, still this is going to be the perpendicular distance. समजा coil अजून rotate झाली, let's say the coil rotates even further. Let's say the coil rotates even further, no issues, still no issues. This force is always going to be inside, this force is always on this line, the force is coming always outside. And what is the perpendicular distance between the force? What is going to be the perpendicular distance between the force? This distance you can say, or this distance you can say. Still, the distance between this line and this line, ही line आणि ही line, या दोघांमधलं perpendicular distance हेच असणार आहे. Or let us draw it in 3 dimensions. 3 dimension मध्ये विचार करा. आता 3 dimension मध्ये जर विचार करायचा झाला तर बाळांनो असं नाही ड्रॉ करून चालणार. You will draw it like this. This is going to be the perpendicular distance. This is going to be the perpendicular distance. Okay. या दोन लाईन मधलं हे perpendicular distance असणार. Try to understand. This line is coming out and this line is going in, and you have to write force into perpendicular distance. Now what will happen if the situation becomes exactly like this? Coil rotate व्हायला लागली, the coil rotates, and ultimately the plane of the coil becomes perpendicular to magnetic field. आता मात्र perpendicular distance 0 झालं बघा. या लाईन वरती force coming out आणि या behind line वरचं and the force on this backward line or the backside line is going inward. याच्यावरचा force out आहे, याच्यावरचा force in आहे. आता त्यात या outside line आणि या inside line मधला distance 0 झालं. So this distance is variable. So समजा असं असेल, या लाईन वरती force going in, या लाईन वरती force coming out. Complete line, this complete line is itself is a perpendicular distance between this force and this force. हा force आणि हा force यांच्यामधलं perpendicular distance ही लाईन असेल या पोझिशन साठी. पण as the coil rotates, the perpendicular distance between the inward force and the outward force goes on decreasing. Now it becomes 0 here. Yes, no reply in the chat box. Here this is the outward force, and on the backside line the force is going inside. The perpendicular distance is changing. Are you able to imagine it? इथे imagination required आहे. इथे एक force बाहेर यायला लागलाय, इथे एक force आत चाललाय. Right now the outward coming force and inward force यांच्यातलं perpendicular distance काय आहे? Complete ही line. Okay, and as the coil rotates, inward force and outward force, the perpendicular distance between them becomes 0. आता inward force पण त्याच लाईन वर आहे, inward force पण त्याच लाईन वर आहे, outward force पण त्याच लाईन वर आहे. So their perpendicular distance will become 0. So can I say the perpendicular distance, okay, this is going to be the perpendicular distance. Let me write this as R perpendicular. Let me write this as R perpendicular. This perpendicular distance, let me draw it in this manner itself, and here itself. This is going to be the perpendicular distance between the forces. हा SP वरचा force going in आणि हा QR वरचा force coming out. Force on QR, force on SP. हे जे काय perpendicular distance आहे, this perpendicular distance is going to be the component of this line. या लाईनचा तो component असेल. काय व्हॅल्यू आहे? ही लेंथ किती आहे? B आहे. So it is going to be this. Try to understand. Try to understand. याचा तो कंपोनंट असणार आहे बाळा. याचा तो काय असणार आहे? कंपोनंट असणार आहे. विच कंपोनंट? हा अँगल तर 90 मायनस थीटा आहे. एरियानं मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड बरोबर केलेला अँगल तर 90 मायनस थीटा आहे. याच डायरेक्शन मध्ये तुमची मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड पण आहे. हा जो काय आर परपेंडिक्युलर आहे, इन द सेम डायरेक्शन यू हॅव द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड एज वेल. This R perpendicular is going to be equal to the perpendicular distance between the forces is going to be equal to B cos of 90 minus theta. B cos of 90 minus theta. So that R perpendicular will be equal to B sin theta, where theta is angle between area vector and magnetic field. Area vector आणि magnetic field मधला angle theta आहे. You can show the area vector. Area vector जो असेल तो असा coming out असेल. तो इथे तुम्ही दाखवू शकताय, पण आता इथे दाखवायची काही गरज नाही. We will write it separately. So force into perpendicular distance म्हणायचं. मग ही डायग्राम काढायची. परपेंडिक्युलर डिस्टन्सला B sin theta म्हणायचं. ही साइड आपण B घेतली आहे, ही साइड आपण A घेतली. ओके, and here you can show all those things. This is B, this is side B. एरिया वेक्टर जो काय असेल तो एरियाला परपेंडिक्युलर असेल. हा तुमचा एरिया वेक्टर. एरिया वेक्टरला आपण कॅपिटल ए बार म्हणू. तो एरिया वेक्टर आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड यांच्यामधला अँगल बाळांनो थीटा आहे. आणि दिस साइड लेंथ बी किंवा एरिया आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड यांच्यामधला अँगल 90 मायनस बीटा आहे. हे थोडंसं जे काही इमॅजिनेशन आहे, ते इमॅजिनेशन तुम्ही असं दाखवा. हे कॉइलचं तुमचं प्लेन आहे. होतं इमॅजिन, थोडं 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 करत इमॅजिन होत आहे. त्या कॉइलचा जो काय एरिया वेक्टर आहे तो असा आहे, तो एरियाला परपेंडिक्युलर. आणि एरिया वेक्टर आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड मधला अँगल थीटा. अँगल बिटवीन एरिया वेक्टर अँड मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड, दॅट इज थीटा. Slowly we will understand it. Slowly we will understand it. Fine. Now what next? Very simple. Now this diagram is already with you. Let's write it further. समजून घ्या डेरिवेशन. जेवढं डेरिवेशन द्यायला लागलोय तेवढंच लिहा. जर बोर्ड मध्ये विचारलं तर you will get out of marks. तसं सांगतोय तसंच लिहा. काय ना, फोर्स इंटू परपेंडिक्युलर डिस्टन्स लिहायचं आहे. सो टॉर्क इक्वल टू force on the wire SP into the perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is B cos of 90 minus theta. Cos of 90 minus theta. 90 is vertical axis. So cos चा चेंज करायला पाहिजे. Sin 90 म्हणजे vertical axis. Vertical axis means change. Cos चा change is sin. Without checking this plus and minus sign, you have to write this theta as it is. Now you have to decide the quadrant. 90 minus something is the first quadrant. पहिल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये क्वेश्चन कोण आहे? cos. पहिल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये cos पॉझिटिव्ह, सो आन्सर पण पॉझिटिव्ह. सो cos ऑफ 90 मायनस थीटा इज प्लस sin थीटा. प्लसचा प्लस काय लिहायची गरज नाही, प्लस sin. cos ऑफ 90 मायनस थीटा इज sin थीटा. सो r परपेंडिक्युलर इज b sin थीटा. b sin थीटा. ओके, व्हाट इज द फोर्स ऑन वायर SP? SP वरती फोर्स किती येणार आहे? F is equal to I L B sin theta. त्याचा करंट I तर IS आहे. The current is I itself. Length of wire SP. SP wire ची लेंथ किती आहे बाळ? SP wire ची लेंथ स्मॉल a. ही साइड लेंथ स्मॉल a, ही साइड लेंथ स्मॉल b. I लेंथ इज स्मॉल a, I a. B is B. B म्हणजे मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड. I L B sin theta. इथला थीटा काय असतोय? अँगल बिटवीन L बार अँड B बार. L बार इज वर्टिकली अप. याचा L बार कसा आहे? वर्टिकली अप. याचा L बार कसा आहे? वर्टिकली डाऊन. वर्टिकली अप आणि राईटवर्ड. वर्टिकली अप आणि राईटवर्ड याच्यामध्ये अँगल किती असणार? अँगल बिटवीन L बार इज वर्टिकली अप, मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड इज राईटवर्ड. अँगल बिटवीन L बार अँड B बार फॉर द कंडक्टर SP फॉर द कंडक्टर SP कंडक्टर साठी अँगल बिटवीन L bar and B bar is 90. L bar is vertically up, B bar is rightward. So ILB sin 90 होणार ते. तिथं आता थीटा आणखीन एक लेटर आणू नका. Don't bring the letter theta again. ILB sin theta पण डायरेक्टली फॉर्म्युला अप्लाय करा. I is I, L is length A, L is A, IAB sin 90. ILB sin theta मधला I is I, L is A, B is B, sin theta मधला theta 90, L bar आणि B bar मधला अँगल into B sin theta. इथे लिहूया. नोट theta is angle between area vector. Area vector is always perpendicular to area vector and magnetic field. Theta is angle between area vector and magnetic field. Theta is angle between area vector and magnetic field. So tau is equal to IA small b, rearrangement I small a small b एकत्र घेतलं मुद्दा, small a small b, then capital B, then sin 90 is plus 1, then sin theta as it is. In sin theta as it is. This I is I, small a into small b, small a into small b, अरे length into width केलंय, that will give you area of rectangle. Small a into small b, length into width, that will give you area of rectangle. IAB sin theta. IAB sin theta. Okay, all right. What is small a into small b? Here, area of loop is equal to small a into small b is equal to capital A. Small a into small b काय? Capital A. Not torque as a vector, फक्त magnitude काढलाय आपण. If coil has n turns, coil ला जर n turns असतील तर काय नाही, किती टॉर्क येईल कॉइल वरती? एका टर्न मुळे एवढा टॉर्क आहे. IAB sin theta. If coil has n turns, capital N turns, the torque on the coil will be n times IAB sin theta. N times IAB sin theta. So number of turns, current into area into magnetic field into sin theta. So that will be NIAB sin theta. Okay. That's the torque acting on current carrying loop placed in the uniform magnetic field NIAB sin theta. Reply in the chat box up to this clear and written CW. NIAB sin theta. NIAB sin theta. Tau is equal to NIAB sin theta. Reply in the chat box. Tau is equal to current carrying loop placed in the magnetic field experiences a torque. Loop असेल तर torque येतो. नुसता कंडक्टर असेल तर फोर्स येतो, पण लूप असेल तर टॉर्क येतो. किती आहे टॉर्क? NIAB sin theta. What is theta? Theta is angle between area vector and magnetic field. Area vector and magnetic field मधला अँगल आहे theta. CW. Everyone first. Tau is equal to NIAB sin theta. Tau is equal to NIAB sin theta. चला चला पुढे. NIAB sin theta. A is capital A, B is capital B. Write down next. आता इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल मुवमेंट शिकलो ना आपण, तसं मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट पण असतं, तेही शिकलो. राईट डाऊन. बट मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट, मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट, या फॉर्म्युलाला स्क्वेअर ब्रॅकेट करा. आय वॉन्ट यू टू रिमेंबर दिस फॉर्म्युला. ओके, मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट, मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट ऑफ करंट कॅरिंग लूप, कुठल्याही करंट कॅरिंग लूपचा मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट बाय डेफिनेशन तो काय आहे बघा. मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट ऑफ करंट कॅरिंग लूप इज कॅपिटल एम बार, पोल स्ट्रेंथ स्मॉल एम न दाखवता, बार मॅग्नेट असेल तर डायपोल मुवमेंट कॅपिटल एम न दाखवता, जस्ट लाईक इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल मुवमेंट वन ऑफ द चार्ज इंटू डिस्टन्स बिटवीन देम, तसं मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट वन ऑफ द पोल इंटू दिस डिस्टन्स बिटवीन देम. पण तो तर बार मॅग्नेटचा डायपोल मुवमेंट आहे. मग करंट कॅरिंग लूपचा डायपोल मुवमेंट काय असेल? व्हॉट इज द डायपोल मुवमेंट ऑफ करंट कॅरिंग लूप दॅट वी हॅव डिफाइंड ॲज वेल. ओके, आठवते तुम्हाला? आठवते का? चेक करा. एम बार इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स करंट इंटू एरिया, NIA. तुम्हाला आय कॅपिटल वापरायचं असेल कॅपिटल वापरा, काही अडचण नाही. नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स करंट इंटू एरिया, दॅट्स द फॉर्म्युला. बेसिकली करंट इंटू एरिया, पण N टर्न्स असतील तर नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स करंट इंटू एरिया. दिस इज एरिया ऑफ लूप, लूपचा एरिया. This is current in the loop, this is current in the loop, and this is number of turns. Hash means number, hash means number. So number of turns current into area. Sir, magnetic dipole moment is a vector. Yes, it is in the direction of area vector. Okay, it is in the direction of area vector. आता मला सांगा बाळांनो, डायपोल मुवमेंट कसा असतो ऑलवेज? इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल मुवमेंट कसा असतो ऑलवेज? निगेटिव्ह टू पॉझिटिव्ह. इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल मुवमेंट कसा असतो ऑलवेज? निगेटिव्ह टू पॉझिटिव्ह. मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट कसा असणार मग? निगेटिव्ह पोल टू पॉझिटिव्ह पोल. मग निगेटिव्ह पोल कोण आहे? साऊथ. सो इट इज साऊथ टू नॉर्थ. ओके, आता मला सांगा बाळांनो, वी हॅव अ लूप, लेट इट बी ऑफ सर्क्युलर शेप, डझंट मॅटर शेप, शेप एनी, फक्त त्याचा एरिया माहित पाहिजे. सो लेट्स से वी हॅव अ क्लॉकवाइज करंट, वी हॅव अ क्लॉकवाइज करंट. मग बा या साइडला मीन्स आउटसाइडला कुठला पोल तयार होणार? या लूपच्या आउटसाइडला, राईट आउटसाइडला कुठला पोल तयार होणार? क्लॉकवाइज. क्लॉकवाइज करंट दिसला तर कुठला पोल तयार होतो? शिकवलं होतं क्लॉकवाइज. कुठला पोल? साऊथ. आठवतंय का? क्लॉकवाइज आउटसाइडला साऊथ पोल तयार होणार, इनसाइडला कुठला पोल तयार होणार? नॉर्थ पोल तयार होणार. मग मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट कसा असणार? गोइंग इन की कमिंग आउट? इट इज ऑलवेज फ्रॉम साऊथ टू नॉर्थ. मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट इज ऑलवेज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एरिया वेक्टर. आता एरिया वेक्टर कमिंग आउट पण घेता येतो किंवा गोइंग इन पण घेता येतो. कसा घेऊया? हाऊ शॅल वी टेक दॅट मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट? गोइंग इन और कमिंग आउट? इन और आउट? डायपोल मुवमेंट इज ऑलवेज फ्रॉम निगेटिव्ह टू पॉझिटिव्ह. मग तो इलेक्ट्रिक असू दे नाही तर मॅग्नेटिक असू दे. निगेटिव्ह चार्ज टू पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज म्हटलं असतं, जस्ट लाईक दॅट. निगेटिव्ह पोल टू पॉझिटिव्ह पोल. क्लॉकवाइज करंट दिसला की तुम्हाला कुठला पोल दिसतो? साऊथ. मग मागे कुठला असेल? नॉर्थ. डायपोल मुवमेंट इज ऑलवेज फ्रॉम साऊथ टू नॉर्थ. सो फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ लूप द मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट विल बी गोइंग इन. त्याचा मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मुवमेंट आणि त्याचा एरिया वेक्टर बाळांनो गोइंग इन असेल. लक्षात ठेवा. इफ यू हॅव अ लूप and if you are observing that loop and if you observe the current flowing as anti-clockwise, clockwise south, clockwise असं जर दिसलं, क्लॉकवाइज करंट दिसला की कुठला पोल दिसतो? लक्षातच ठेवा, क्लॉकवाइज तर तुम्हाला कुठला पोल दिसतो? साऊथ. या करंट कॅरिंग लूपचा कुठला पोल तयार तुम्हाला दिसणार? साऊथ. इफ यू ऑब्झर्व अ क्लॉकवाइज करंट then you will observe a south pole and you will not observe the north pole because it will on the other side. Clockwise south, anti-clockwise north. North. Now you will see the north pole. Now you will see the north pole. See how the north letter N letter is drawn so that it can indicate the anti-clockwise. So the south pole will be inside the board. Magnetic dipole moment is always from negative to positive. Any dipole moment, electric dipole moment or magnetic dipole moment, it is always from negative to positive. So the south pole is inside the board and north pole is outside the board, just outside the board. So south to north, magnetic dipole moment is always from south to north. So that magnetic dipole moment will be coming out and hence the area vector will also be coming out. So magnetic dipole moment and area vector both are in the same direction. Fine. So this formula will modify. This formula will get modified now. Because magnetic dipole moment या फॉर्म्युला मध्ये आहे. Now torque on the loop tau is equal to काय होता N I A B, आता small I capital I whatever you want, N I A B sin theta होता. बघा बाळांनो, N I A म्हणजे काय आहे, नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स करंट इनटू एरिया म्हणजे काय, मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट ऑफ द लूप. लूपचा मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट म्हणजे नंबर ऑफ टर्न्स करंट इनटू एरिया. Number of turns current into area is the magnetic dipole moment, not as a vector, scalar. Okay, no problem. Into B into sin theta. Okay. So tau is equal to mb sin theta. Just like the bar magnet formula, as if it is a bar magnet. Bar magnet वरती टॉर्क किती आला असता mb sin theta. मी चार्ट बघा तो. इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल वरती फोर्स टॉर्क किती आला असता pe sin theta. Electric dipole moment into electric field into sin theta. Magnetic dipole वरती फोर्स किती आला असता P sin theta सारखं mb sin theta. P म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रिक डायपोल, M म्हणजे मॅग्नेटिक डायपोल, E म्हणजे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, B म्हणजे मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड. Theta is angle between P bar and E bar, so theta is angle between M bar and B bar. We will write all those things. Now here theta is, just keep on writing, angle between, now here theta is angle between M bar and B bar. Sir, initially you said angle, it is angle between A bar and B bar, area vector and magnetic field असं म्हटलं. अरे पण बाळ, एरिया वेक्टर आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड यांच्या हे दोघं तर यांच्या डायरेक्शन सेम आहेत. The dipole moment of the loop and the area vector by definition they have the same directions. So angle between area vector and B bar म्हणा, नाहीतर angle between dipole moment of the loop and B bar म्हणा. Okay. So is it not a magnitude of cross product? हा cross product चा magnitude आहे sir. This is the magnitude of cross product. So what is that cross product? M bar cross B bar or B bar cross M bar? That we will decide from the dipole moment of the bar magnet, not from the loop. And that analogy I will give you tomorrow, and we will decide why that M bar cross B bar, and we will figure out why that M bar cross B bar is written as a cross product. Why not B bar cross M bar? That we will also discuss tomorrow. We will compare electric dipole moment and magnetic dipole moment. Both we will compare, and automatically these formulae will get remembered. So tau bar is equal to M bar cross B bar. Tau bar is equal to M bar cross B bar. Let me read the chat. Have we derived M is equal to NIA? It is defined for the loop. Looking at the formula for the loopच्या काही फॉर्म्युलाकडे बघून आणि बार मॅग्नेटच्या फॉर्म्युलाकडे बघून you can assign the dipole moment of the loop as NI. Sorry, excuse me. Looking at the formulae of bar magnet and looking at the formulae for the current carrying loop, you can assign one quantity to the loop, and that quantity is dipole moment of the bar magnet, dipole moment of the loop, and the formula or that comparison gives you the formula. This is the formula written by comparison of the formulae of current carrying loops and the bar magnet. Okay, we will do that comparison as well. I will tell you why people wrote number of turns into current into area as magnetic dipole moment. Okay, we can figure out that. So tau bar is equal to m bar cross b bar. Okay, that is the torque acting on current carrying loop. Now write down the torque on current carrying loop, the torque on current carrying loop, the torque on current carrying loop, the torque on current carrying loop is such that it tries it tries to make it tries to make plane of the coil it tries to make plane of the coil perpendicular to magnetic field. Perpendicular to magnetic field, you can say perpendicular to magnetic field. टॉर्क काय करतो, प्लेन ऑफ द कॉइल मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला परपेंडिक्युलर करायचा प्रयत्न करतो. मीन्स आता प्लेन परपेंडिक्युलर झालंय, कॉइलचं प्लेन मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला परपेंडिक्युलर झालंय, म्हणजे एरिया वेक्टर मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला पॅरलल झालाय. जर एरिया परपेंडिक्युलर झालाय मॅग्नेटिक फील्डला तर एरिया वेक्टर पॅरलल झालाय. मीन्स एरिया वेक्टर will be made parallel to b bar. That is, area vector parallel झाला, m bar will be made area vector आणि magnetic field त्यांची डायरेक्शन सेमच आहे ना. एरिया वेक्टर आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड m bar will be made parallel to b bar. And when m bar and b bar are parallel, when m bar and b bar are parallel, जे एरिया वेक्टर आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड जर पॅरल झाल्या म्हणजेच m bar आणि b bar पॅरल झाला तर अँगल बिटवीन देम 0 येणार. टॉर्क किती असतो मॅग्निट्यूड मध्ये mb sin थीटा, त्यावेळी किती टॉर्क येणार, sin 0 किती असतो 0, सो टॉर्क विल बी 0. आता टॉर्क शांत बसेल, आता टॉर्कला काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही. फॉर एनी अदर अँगल टॉर्क विल बी देअर. तो टॉर्क कॉइलला रोटेट करेल and the torque will try to make this angle 0. If this angle becomes 0, then sin theta, sin 0 0, and then torque will become 0. Now the torque will keep calm. आता तो शांत बसेल, आता ग बसला. Reply me in the chat box. Are the things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you? You will write it down, reply me in the chat box, and then you will leave for the next lecture. टॉर्कचा एफर्ट काय आहे, what the torque trying to do, काय करायचा प्रयत्न करायला लागलाय टॉर्क, that also we wrote, we discussed it but now we wrote it. चलो everyone write it down, let me know in the chat box things taught in today's lecture clear to all of you, and then you can leave for the next lecture fast. चलो everyone reply fast. All right, fine.